light therapy, or LED therapy, is practice that has been gaining steam across the country due to its promised benefits for your skin.
But with any new trend, many people want to know, does it actually work? Dr. Payal Kohli joins us this morning to give us the answers. Good morning.
Good morning.
So first, what is red light therapy?
You know, it was discovered by NASA actually to try to grow plants in outer space and to heal wounds for astronauts. But then they realized it actually accelerates the way that cells work. It accelerates healing of cells and it causes better circulation. So they decided to start to use it in people for skin conditions. Have either of you guys tried it?
I actually have. We were talking about this the other day, and I don't know if it's placebo effect or not. That's why I'm really curious to what you're going to have to say about this right now. But I do feel like there are benefits. I'm just curious what the principle behind this is and how it works.
So it's low wavelength light that penetrates the skin, and it sort of wakes up the repair processes in the cell, the energy powerhouses of the cell. It wakes them up and makes them heal the tissue faster. So the idea here is to heal wrinkles, heal scars, help with acne, help with collagen, help with circulation, help with inflammation.
Does it actually work?
No.
Oh, no!
Well, I don't
this
know.
sounds way too good to be true.
No, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. The science is not good. They've looked at small studies. They've looked at people that haven't been randomized. They've looked at people that just get the red light, don't get the placebo. So we don't actually know if it's good, solid science. It seems to suggest that it works. It seems safe and well tolerated, but we don't have good randomized trials to tell us that really we should be going out and doing this.
Right, like if you were going to do red light therapy, you would need to go to NASA to use like their equipment versus those at-home masks that you can buy.
Well, you're making a really good point, Jordan, because the light itself actually really matters too, because the stronger the light, the more the bulbs, the better it penetrates the tissues. In fact, it can even penetrate into the joints and the deeper tissues, not just the skin itself. But if you use too much red light, it can actually be damaging to the cells because you can overstimulate that repair process and overstimulate those cells as well.
That Goldilocks effect, you got to find that just right portion.
So if someone's at home and they have this red light thing that they do on their face, I know a lot of people
Like
that
the
do
masks.
this, and they do it every day. What would you say to them?
Yeah, so I would say a couple of things. The first is that the at-home treatments we don't think have as much potency as obviously the professional ones. The second, before you start with anything, you want to talk to your doctor because there's some people who have sensitive skin or people who have certain skin tones or people who have other underlying conditions like lupus where the light can actually be damaging to the skin. So you don't want to just go and buy something over the counter without actually talking to your dermatologist or your doctor and consulting with them. The other thing is the light can really damage your eyes. Now it's not UV light, but it's still the brightness of the light can be damaging to the eyes. So if you're going to try anything at home, you want to make sure to really have good eye protection so that you're not radiating those eyes. But
Shame, shame, shame.
again, it's
I did it after my surgery for my scars.
okay.
But I thought they were healed. Maybe my skin was just healing.
Well, like I said, we don't know yet. The science is sort of iffy out there. I mean, it suggests some benefits, but we just don't know that the benefits are really justifying the cost and the investment. What we need is larger studies. People have been using it for all sorts of things, including pain. A lot of athletes use it for muscle and tissue healing.
Right.
There's even some evidence for hair growth. So if you put it in your hair follicles, it can actually stimulate the hair follicles to work. So I'm not quite ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but what I'm hoping for is more high quality science where
More
we actually,
conclusive evidence.
yes, randomize people to red light versus not, and then see how their scars heal so that we actually know for sure that it's doing something.
It's so interesting. All right.
But if she comes back and says, yes, it does work, we're going to see a mask on this corridor over here.
The whole time, that's right. Never taking it off. Dr. Kohli, thank you so much. And you can find all of Dr. Kohli's appearances at 9news.com/Dr. Kohli.